Hi, everyone. My name is Benjamin Nolan, and I'm running with the Graduate Power Slate to join the bargaining committee as a research and proposal coordinator. I wanted to use this video to talk about the need to strengthen our contractual protections against abuse, intimidation, and retaliation from faculty and administrators. This is a largely invisible problem, of course, unless you're a victim, but it's a big and persistent one, and it disproportionately affects those among our colleagues who predatory faculty members are most likely to see as vulnerable. Once you've been here a few years, it's likely you know the story of a friend or colleague, probably an international student, probably a woman of color, who's been driven by an abusive supervisor to abandon all of the work they've done to succeed as scholars, and who's faced intimidation or overt and implicit threats of retaliation from administrators keen to protect faculty and to keep their victims invisible. The GO Grievance Archive is full of these stories and represents only the tip of the iceberg. Only those who felt empowered enough to try to push back. And even in these cases, way too many stories ended with the graduate worker being forced out of the university. Perhaps even more sobering, certain faculty appear in the archive as frequently recurring characters across decades, repeating exactly the same patterns of abuse. This is a bigger problem than can be solved by strengthening contract language, but strengthening our contracts language around abuse, intimidation, and retaliation from faculty and administrators is absolutely essential to addressing this problem. For example, currently our contractual protections stem principally from Article 19, which does little more than refer to the university's affirmative action and non-discrimination policy, asserting that unit members are, quote, covered, and offering a vague commitment to ensure, quote, a work environment free of harassment of any kind. I would like to see added to the contract explicit language guaranteeing the independent investigation and evaluation of complaints, as well as protections of victims' identities and funding support pending a resolution. Contract aside, I think it's important that this problem be named and that we do what we can to make it clear to victims that they aren't as alone as they may feel. Please consider voting for me and my comrades on the Graduate Power Slate, Shrenya, Bilgesu, Stephanie, Tom, Nicole, and Amanda. We're all keen to take up this fight. Voting starts on May 3rd and runs through May 7th. All the best.